What's up, everybody? What up, what up, what up? Yeah, Friday. It's Friday. Yeah? Yeah. It is Friday Nail Shenanigans with Sugar. And guess what? Y'all voted for my non-dominant hand. And you voted for glow in the dark. So, that is what we are doing today. We are doing non-dominant hand with dual forms. So that way it can look like these. Hi, Nail Bliss. How are you? Look, I lost the thumb. I've lost the thumb. Isn't that crazy? I don't know where it went, but yeah. Is it clear? Does it look good on your end? Is it clear enough? Let me know. But look at this. So, did we want to do the snake print again? Or should we do a different one? What do you think? Hi, Stacy, my love. Hi, Cola. Hi, DG. Hi, Glam. Hello. I'm going to set you up here now. Okay, I'm going to turn Z flash on. So these are the colors. These are all the glow colors that I own, which most is from this Saviland brand that somebody sent me. I've used these once on my Chromie set that I did. So if you haven't seen that one, go watch that one, because we made frosting nails, and we did a Chromie set with this, and it came out so cool. So we'll use these again, but I know this one glows. Doesn't glow all that much, but this one glows purple, and then this is a purple. So, but this one's white. This one's white, or milky type white, but glows purple, so we could use this in there as well. But I don't want to use too much purple, if that makes sense. And then we have these. So, hi V, how are you, love? So I figured, like, I love these. Look, guys, I did my pop-off method and they're still on. I love this shape. I can do everything with them. The structure is really nice. I absolutely love them, you guys. I love them. Love, love, love them. Look at that. And the fact that I didn't have to use top coat or anything, I didn't have to use anything on these. And if I were to use top coat on them, I would have lost, you know what I mean, the snake print on it. But I like them like that. I think they're like super cool like that. And look at the side of them. Ah, love them. But I look weird because I lost this. But look, do you see? It popped off. And look at my nail. My nail's perfect, everybody. The way that I do mine, it's the pop-off method that I do. Mwah. Y'all. Mwah. Okay, so I'm going to set you guys up here. I just wanted to show you all of those. And we have these. But are we going to do the same Russian ones? Or are we going to do some of the different ones that are in here? I'll show you them again. Do you want me to show you them again? I'm going to set you guys up here. Really quickly. Alright, hold on one sec. Alright, y'all. Okay, I'll show them. Give me one sec. I'm gonna add some little music because I feel like corny then. Do we want some music, everybody? Alright. We got Z music on. Is that loud? Can you guys hear? Is it too loud? Okay. Ugh. So, this came from, I got this from a consignment store, if you guys missed that. I already have my pop-off method on. I already have it done. All I gotta do is, yeah. Give me one sec, y'all. Okay. Oh, hi, Meredith. Okay, so let me move these a minute. So there are multiple different brands. Okay. Now, we have these ones. Look at those, guys. What? I feel like I love the Russian. And we have the smaller Russian ones. These are a little bit more thicker, which I'm more of a slimmer type, but we have this one. And then we have the straight. I think this is just square. We have these ones. We have regular. Now look at that one. I don't know if those are the same or not. Okay, so they're kind of somewhat the same. So this is just regular. But I really like these, you guys. I think the snake thing. Go extreme, yeah. And then we have just the regular ones with no snake print, which are long too. And then we have these guys here, which aren't bad, but they're just schmegular. The ones I really wish were, I want these. I want to do these square. Look at that. It's like a triangle, y'all. I want to do these, but they're only half cover, and I don't want to put a half cover on here and build my structure like that. Because then I would have to do everything up here, and at least with the full cover ones, I don't have to do that. I can just put it on and go. So these might have to take for another day. Those are cool. But I think we should do these. What do you think? Should we do Russian? Should we do the snake Russian? Should we do the stiletto Russian? Or the stiletto snake? Because we can't really put a lot in this one. So we're going to have to be mindful. And I'm not sure if I'll be able to put this on or not, y'all. I might have to do those. Because these are so flat. Look. Look, once I put this on, these are so flat because they tell you to size up, and this is a 0. If I size up, and it don't even fit my nail all the way. Yeah, that one's not going to fit very well. Well, that sucks. Oh, shit. It only goes up to a 0, so. Hi, Black Orchid. I know. Well, that sucks, because these are nice, too. Like, the length on the way that these are. But they just... Now, this gives you a little bit of room up inside there, because my nails tend to go like this. They're flat, but they tend to go, like, downward, but... I have a hard time with round, especially, like, stuff like this, where it's, like, super rounded. I have a hard time with it, because mine are, like, square. See that? Hi, Black Orchid Love. So, mine are square, so it's a bit different for me. Most people have more of a rounded edge. However, your girl doesn't. I feel like I don't know, I feel like I'm the only one that's got square nail beds. But I don't know if I want to do short ones. Do I want to do short ones? I don't know. See how it is? See how round and how that is? It's the only problem I have with stuff like this. So, hi everybody. What's up? What's up? My name is Sugar. If you're new here, we are doing jewel forms. And we're going to do the Russian style, which I love. Love, love, love. So, maybe I'll make the thumb short. I'll make the thumb a short one. And then the other ones will be long. You see that? It just doesn't work right. So, I'm just going to use my long ones because I know they work. What is this? Okay. The only thing is my thumbs are different on both sides, which is really odd and awkward, but... Oh god, the non-dominant hand is going to be hard AF. Oh, hi Meredith. So, you see what I mean? I would have to do it like down here. I guess I could do it like that and end up filling it in. We're just going to do, since these dual forms are the way they are, I'm going to do the same thing. We'll do cuticle ones like this so it matches these at least in terms of the rhinestones. Okay. So I'm going to have to use, I can't believe this thumb's wider, but let me check this out a minute, y'all. They have like so many weird sizes. That's, okay, this one's better. It's a little smaller, but bigger at the same time. Because you don't want to go too overboard with it. I don't want it, it's going clear over here to this side, so I don't want that. Okay, so we're going to use this one for the thumb. And we're going to need a... Hi, Nail Crusade! Hi! Oh, okay. Hi, Tammy Love. Okay, so that'll be the thumb. So we need the star that we used the last time, guys, which is the nail stand that doesn't go anywhere. So we're going to use this guy, and I'm going to add another sticky tab on here so we have a good adherence of tack to it so they don't move like the last time. But we're doing glow-in-the-dark colors, so I will swatch them for you guys. That way you guys can see them. So let's put that on here real quick. I'm excited. Are you guys excited? Sugar, how you take your polygel nails off? Ooh, I just pop them off, my love. Literally. So here's what I do. I go under the water. In any of my videos, I have shorts on this, and mine may not work for everybody, you guys, but it works for me. So do it at your own caution and will. But I just load it up with my cuticle oil, guys, and I use real cuticle oil. Jojoba oil. I use real jojoba oil. So, like, there's ones where it says jojoba oil, but it doesn't stick. It doesn't penetrate into your skin. So, here's the thing, y'all. Okay, here's the thing. When our nails are like sponges, when they get wet, okay? When they get wet, they soak up everything. That's why they tell you to wait at least an hour before doing your nails. Like if you take a shower, wash your hands, that sort of thing. Because if you do a full-on nail set 5 minutes after you wash your hands, your nails are not dried fully yet. So they will pop off. But for me, all I do is my top coat method with 2 things of top coat and add whatever base or whatever I need to add to it. And then I am able to literally take the thing and put it here. It's kind of like the Jello. I'd been doing mine before Jello even came out with their shit. But, and I just do that and I let it sit for a minute and I take a little thing. And as long as, listen to me carefully, do not just go poof and pop your nails off, because you will damage your nail plate if you do that. I'm just letting you know. So if you take from end to end, right, because most of the time our nails are stuck at the free edge of our nails, so when we go, that's why when you break it or something like that, it always peels right here. It always like breaks like right here, because this is like your structural area. But when you're doing pop-off method, if you go and you try to pop it off, it's going to take your underneath nail with it, like on the free edge there. So if you take and free it from your cuticle to the nail from your free edge, and make sure that the little tool slides all the way down and out, you can hear it pop. Once you get that in there, put your oil in there, let it sit for a couple seconds, and then I run it under hot water because, like I said, your nail's a sponge. Even though it has product on it, your skin is soaking up that water too. So keep that in mind, guys. Okay? Warm water, hot water, whatever. And I just run it under there for a little bit, and then boom. I can take it, do it, pop it, and they pop right off. And then sometimes when I'm doing it, they just pop off without me having to do that. So, I just had to put that out there, y'all. Just remember, they're like sponges, okay? So, and I don't do anything. I don't prep. I don't do nothing. I do nothing to my nails, okay? I just put the top coat on. I don't touch my cuticles. That proximal nail fold is there for a reason, y'all. Everybody thinks, "Oh, I got to prep. I got to prep. I got to prep." Listen, for me, I'm sensitive. I don't have to I don't prep my nails at all. And I'm never going to, because when you prep your nails, like this little tiny bit right here, that's fine. You can get that off your nail. But when you go to take the rest of this cuticle, this flap is there for a reason. It's there to protect. Once you take that all off, you're introducing bacteria that can get up inside your freaking nail. Okay, and you're introducing all that stuff up inside your nail, but that flap is there for a reason, and people cut it off, and they do all this stuff. This is just my opinion, y'all, okay? This is just my opinion. I thought I would rant a little bit, because that is why people are having so many issues as well. Because they think it looks so bad if you don't do this. Well, I don't give a shit. I do not care. I literally don't care. It comes to when I do it, every time I do it, even if it's just a little bit, then my cuticles start flaring up and I can't use anything. So when I don't touch it, I don't have any issues. So I feel like, for me, I'm going to do that. Y'all don't have to do that. You can prep. But the whole point of a pop-off method, especially if you want it to come off right after the set, do not prep your nail plate. Okay? Just don't prep your nail plate. Don't do it. Why would you prep your nail plate when you're doing a pop-off method? That makes no sense to me, y'all. Unless you want to keep it for, like, you know, a couple days to a week, and you just want to do, like, maybe the sides. Oh, okay, I get that, right? I understand that. That's cool. But, like, to, like, completely prep and put primer on and then put your pop-off method on, come on now. What do you think's going to happen? They're not going to pop like you want them to. Goodness. Use your brains, people. Use your brains. Hold up. I was going on a rant and I didn't see anything. Yours don't pop off? Well, a lot of people's nails are a lot more porous than others. A lot of people... Listen, everybody is different, so what works for me may not work for you. But, if you want to try the way that I do it, go right ahead. I have a bunch of videos on it. Alright, everybody. What is up? Hi, Shirley. How are you? Hi, Jen. How is everybody? Hi, Swatch with me. Hi. Hello, everybody. Sorry, I ranted, guys. I ranted. But listen, everybody's different. So, you know, just because it works for me doesn't mean it's going to work for y'all. But that's just me. Okay. Let me swatch these colors real quick. I was on a rant, y'all. I was on a rant. Sorry. I'm going to grab a... Hi, Nana Love. Alright. This is probably not going to be big enough. Let me grab a bigger one. Nope, you know what? We're going to use this. We're going to use this, okay? It's going to be pretty, and we're just going to use this. So, we have the SXC. This is old polygel, guys. I do not know if you can get this polygel anymore, but I love it. It's one of my favorites. That's what that one looks like. I'll show you the glow on it, though, once we... What is going the freak on? Stop it. Why is this in here? Sorry, guys. I don't know. I don't understand. There's like mixes, right? And then people put stuff that's not supposed to be in there, even though it just says it's that one per people. And I'm like, what? So, let me change it. Hold up. Hold up, Buttercup. Because we need some music, y'all, right? Right. Ugh. Alright, there. We got it. You're working! I keep my nails on. I never pop them off. Since I'm doing nail art that people watch now, I figured I'd ask. Gotcha, love. Gotcha. This one is Diamond Sculpture Gel. This is from IGEL Beauty, guys. And I love it. It was really nice. It's really good polygel, and I hope to get more. So, it's like acryligel. I would much rather get acryligel versus polygel. I mean, technically it's the same thing, but it's a lot thicker, so you have more time to work with it. You know what I mean? And then we have this one here. Look at these colors. Is this not Halloween vibes, y'all? Look at that. Halloween vibes all the way, baby. I wish I had a yellow. I think I do. Okay, so that is makartt IGEL Beauty SXC. And then we have the Saviland ones. So, let's see. I have to make sure what order I put these in so I know what's what. Ooh. What the... Uh-oh. Is that supposed to look like that? Whoa. That's weird. Look at that, y'all. You see that? I want to try the Valentino. Oh my gosh. Hi, Tammy. I want to try Valentino. What is this? Oh, y'all. I don't know if I want to use this on myself. What the shitballs Batman is that? It's like it cured or something. Because that's supposed to be bright pink. Look at that. That's not good, y'all. Well, so much for using that one, and I just used it. Oh, man, I hope they're not all like that. Nope, that one's not like that. Here's the green. Oh, it's like a yellow green, so that'll work. Okay, that one works. I can't believe that pink one. This one is orange. Orange red. Oh, that's a bright red. Look at that. We're about to have some bright ass nails, y'all. I'm hoping to post your... Oh, Kayla. Yeah, it looks so weird, right? Shout out to everybody here. What is up? My name is Sugar. We're doing Russian almond dual forms. But everybody voted, and they voted for me to do glow in the dark, so that's what we're doing. So I am showing you what glow in the dark colors I have. This is from Saviland. Okay, I used them the last time, but I put them on a nail stand and did it that way. Ooh, that one's pretty. What? Oh. That one's a pretty blue, though. And then we have another green. I think this one's actually green. Yeah. Look at that. Are we using all of these colors, or you think we should do a typical 1 color, 2 color, 3 color? Hi, Jane. How are you? Shout out to everybody in here. I'm sad that pink did that, you guys. Gosh. Okay, so that one's really pretty. That one's like a light peach color, which is actually pretty. But that hot pink one, guys, I don't know. Like, that was not like that when I first used it, so I don't know if it... I can't get that stuff out. It's like just around the edges, which is weird, right? Let's see. I've never saw one do something like this before. Have you guys? So it's along the outside, which could be the structure of the polygel, like the glow that's inside the polygel. It could be that, but that's kind of scary because if you're putting this on your hand and you're sensitive like I am, then yeah, anything could happen. You know what I'm saying? So it's basically just around the outside part right there. So, So I'm a little scared to use it, but maybe it'll be okay. I don't know, to be honest. I have no idea. You know the one, I did have a black, you guys, and I think we need a black sparkle. You know? I feel like I need a black. I want to do a black so bad. You know what? My $35 things started to come out. What the hell? Oh, don't do that to me. Anyway. Alright. So yeah. I do have some black, but it's like a sparkle black. Let me go ahead and cure these so I can show you the glow. Hi, Conjure. How are you? How is everybody doing? Do I like green? Green's okay. It's not like one of my favorite colors. I love purple, and rainbows and hollow, but Conjure, this came out. I'm so mad. This thing came out and I had to shove it back in. So, hopefully it stays in there. But whatever. It is what it is. Okay. But I'm using this to swirl the colors this time. I feel like we'll get better use out of that one. Like that. Alright. I have my brushes here that I used the last time too. So, same dual form. So, here's our dual form. But the black one that I have is... It's sparkly. And it's in a kit. And, it's not like... because it's in one kit. Some of the kits that I was going to give out, and I don't want to use it, you know? I don't want to, like, give a kit, and then it's missing a color because I used it. You know what I'm saying? That would be horrible. Alright, let's see what these colors look like, everybody. Whoa. Look at those. So the only one that's really not glowing is this one here, which is the makartt one. Which is sad because that's a very bright orange. But we kind of have one already, do we? No, we don't. So this one's really super bright and really, really cool. But it just doesn't glow as much as these. Which is fine. Whatever. But these two pretty much glow the same color. But, yeah, I guess we could kind of do a spooky one and add black throughout the colors. What do you guys think? Do we want to use all the colors like we did on this one, but make it more of a darker tone set? And add black into it, since it's a glow set? Or do we not want to do that? Because I love that orange, though. That orange is bomb. But we're doing all glow, so... Yes, you want me to do the bark... Okay. Alright, well, give me a sec, y'all, because now I gotta find it. I got to find it. I mean, I know where it is, but... So... I'm gonna show you guys this, because I have a little bit of a dilemma. So... I have all of the, like, this is a whole set of Model 1s that I got. That's all brand new. I have the tip set. I have polygel set. And then I have the nail lamp. The cat nail lamp, you know. Which is this one here. So I was saving all of this for a huge giveaway. But unfortunately, I think this kit right here is the one with the black in it. So, and I've been saving these for a minute, you guys. And I have other stuff to go with it, but I wanted to do an entire Model 1s giveaway as like a starter kit for people. And then I just never did because I thought, who's going to want all this? Who's going to want this? You know? So, yeah. A lot of it was sent to me from PR, but there was other stuff that I bought and then stuff that people sent that I couldn't use. So, okay, this is the kit that came, and this is the one that I just swatched on a live for you guys. I never used any of these, and some of these aren't even opened, I don't think. I didn't think I swatched them all. But as you can see, everything is in there. I didn't open or use anything. You know, the base coat, top coat, everything is in there. It's never been opened or, like, you know. The only thing that was opened was the polygel to show you guys. And I think I may have given the other one away. Alright, so this is the black. Okay, actually it's like a gray. Ew. This is a gray, guys. It's not actual black. Huh. I don't know if I like that. I don't think that's gonna look good. But I never used any of these colors, guys. Never used any of these colors. Hi, Zoe. Hello, everybody. Welcome. But I didn't know if you guys would like that or not. I do have a sparkly black, bro. It's just I have it put away to give away for you guys. So I don't think I'm going to be able to actually use it. Because I also have a nail drill and I have a light nail drill to give away. 2 drills to give away, to be exact. Okay, well, I'm not going to be able to use black, unfortunately. Or I can make my own and put gel in it, I guess, huh? You know what? Let's just do a sparkly one. I'll use this one. And since this glows, we'll use a black. And I'll put some sparkle in it. And that'll be our sparkle one for the set. How about that? Yeah? Alright. So here's the colors again, everybody. I'm excited. Alright, so make sure you like and subscribe. I'm doing great. How are you? You love sugar eclipse? Yay! It's a little translucent. Yeah, it does. It is. I'm not really liking the Aotech. Oh, I've never tried them. I want to try the Valentino because theirs looks so freaking good. But the IGEL Beauty ones, the diamond sculpture gels are really, really good. This glow in the dark line is super, super pigmented. Really, really good, as you'll see when I use it. Theirs is really good too. I don't think they make these anymore, and I think you can get the Saviland collection I'm using online right now. Hi, Noe! You love my nails? Yay! Everybody, you guys are amazing. Okay, so let's make our own. Let me grab a pot out here. The other day I finally found my little tiny pots that I have. And actually, I might just use, I'm going to use these black ones here. Because I think, okay, so this one comes with a lid. Okay, I'll just use this one. But I'm pretty sure the light can penetrate through that one. But it can't through that one. We'll just use the black one so the light can't penetrate through it. Okay. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know if you can get those on Amazon or not, but these were like sent to me, so we'll just use this and we'll mix our own, everybody. Hi, Evelyn. You're doing your nails too? Yay! What kind of nails are you doing? We're doing dual forms, the same dual forms we did on this side. I lost this one, which I'm kind of glad I lost it, you guys, okay? Which I did this one different than this one. This one actually has more of a pop-off method on it, and I popped it off. McBaby, hi, happy Friday, everybody, Friday. But look, no gems are missing. They're all still on, and I used my pop-off method, so. All right, let's go ahead and make our dark black glitter polygel. What type of glitter do we want, y'all? I'm trying to think of what black. I do have a glitter black that I can use. I have a hollow black that I can use. 2 of them, actually. Do we want to add flakies to it? What do you think? You're doing French stamps. Cool. So this is a black holographic, guys. Do we want to add some flakies in there? Because we can do that too. We can add some flakies into it and make it that much more flaky. What do you think? Let's see. Because I also have this as pretty black. These are brand new, by the way. Oh, and by the way, hi, Cordy. I need to let people know that BRITTBRATNAILDIT. Okay, today's the last day to get anything from the website, you guys. She's closing the website today. She's having an 8-hour live stream to sell her products tonight, starting from, I think it's 4 to 12 p.m. So, don't want to miss it if you guys have been wanting to try BRITTBRAT's products. BRITTBRAT's products, okay? Her liner brushes, everything. So, once she comes back, once the shop comes back up on September 10th, then no longer will you be able to get those prices that they're at right now. So, alright, I'm going to use this one because it has like the little holographics in there. However, so I guess this turned into a little bit of a DIY project, didn't it? I'm going to grab this. Alright, hold up, everybody. Hold up, wait a minute. Look at this. We have our own holographicness in here. Problem is, one busted all over, but we still have that one. But we have black. So we can actually just put this in there and have our own. Look at the moons. Should we put little glow moons in there? What do you think? Aw, thanks, Dee. I love you, girl. Thank you so much for your donation. I think we should put some glow ones in there, too. But I'm not going to take it from this pack. I'm actually going to... But we can use some of these little... This is moon glitter that I've never had before in stars. So we could use this inside of there too, because they're just paper ones, so they'll actually look nice. Okay, so we're gonna add this guy. So this is gonna be our polygel color here. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for your donation, love. So we're DIYing our own polygel mix with some of this white. Well, it's more of like a white clearish color. So we're going to add as much as we can in here, because once we put that gel in here, it's going to make it a lot less heavy, and I'm not going to like it. So I'm going to try my best to put as much color as I can without making it super runny. So we're DIYing our own glow-in-the-dark polygel. Okay. So we're going to use about that much. See what that gets us. And we have a little spoon. And then I have actual glow-in-the-dark moons and stuff anyway. And I have them all in here. So we have like these stars and stuff like that. And yeah, but we have them in here, so I don't need to take them out of that. But I guess, now that I think about it, I'm going to have to take these moons out anyway. McBaby, Summer Rose, hello, hello, hello. Yes. Oh, your B channel? Yay! Okay, what was I doing? I was thinking something. Oh yeah, I need my little tray. Okay, so we got our little tray here. Oh, thanks for the donation, everybody. Thanks, Noe, my love. Yes, please don't feel like shy or anything like that. I'm gonna just bring these out on here so it's a little bit easier. Just so we have like all the different colors, because look, the purple stars are kind of staying in there, but aha, and they just literally oh, that was a good choice, Crystal. Good job. Look at that. Go like that and they just fly everywhere. Golden. Great. Beautiful. All right. You know, y'all know I like doing my own thing, so it's the way it is, right? Okay. So let's grab this black glitter out, and then that way I only have to put a little bit of gel polish in there. And we'll use this to give us what we need. Oh, it's so pretty. So this is actually really super duper fine powder, and I am just hoping that when we put it in there, not only does it give us what we want, however, I hope that it actually like shows up. Yeah, no? So I'm using my Nails by Dev scooper to do this. Because like right now it just looks gold, which is not what I'm liking here. Doesn't actually show all the colors. Let me see something. Huh. Alright, so the black one is just gold, which is weird. What I was seeing on the lid was the other one that burst in the pack. Okay. Now I can tell on the lid that this is also... Yes, you can tell. Okay, so we're going to add this one because... Oh, that's beautiful, y'all. Alright. We want it to be super shimmery. Let's see what that gives us, y'all. At least that's hollow. So, I am going to have to use this guy. So, we'll just use a little bit of this guy. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, God, look at that. Look how beautiful. Oh, my gosh. All right, hold up. Let me put my flash on. All right, there we go. Look, everybody. Woo! Okay. I'm going to move this out the way. I mean, maybe I can do it with this and it'll stay that color and stain it. So I'll just add a little bit. Look at me go. We'll just add a little bit of that black in there. All right. Woo! Yes, it will. You have to put it in thin layers, though. That's... Ah! Look at that! I picked that thing up and it instantly fell off. Nice. These little jars suck when it comes to these, dude. I just lost about half my product. The only thing bad about these little tiny jars is they always leak. Okay. One thing that I know I do have, though, is we are going to throw in... I have a black here that is actual hollow. guys know me and my hollow pigment, so I have quite a bit. Okay. Now this one's like pigment glitter, so we'll just add a few of that in there, just to give us that extra sparkle. And let's see what we come up with, though. It's gonna be crazy for a minute. Oh, it's gonna be beautiful and shimmery. It's gonna be more of like a gray tone, though, until I put the other stuff in there. Oh, I'm so mad right now. Do you know how much these are? Come on, dude. Look at this. What the hell? Anyway. I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit, because these are so expensive, you guys. These are so expensive. Are you freaking kidding me? This is the second one. That means what they used was not good enough for it to go, and yeah. Alright, look at that. It's gonna be a beautiful color. Definitely beautiful color, but we gotta definitely add black. I was hoping I was gonna have to add too much black, but... Alright, let's add this black. It's gonna be really sparkly. So I'm not gonna add too much black, but enough to make it black, but not too much to where it's... But we still have that, like, rainbow that we want, right? Plus, it'll make it more... not as hard. It's better to do this on a actual little mat, or like a glass, whatchamacallit, but I figured it was gonna be alright, but you know what? It's fine. We're definitely gonna need more pigment than that. It's beautiful, though. That gray color, I don't know if you guys can even see the sparkles in it, but... Oh, it's so pretty. Alright, so I'm gonna use the other one and use the little pick part. Oh, it's so beautiful in there. Oh my god. So beautiful. We're going to use this one because it'll be better for us to... I'm super mad that came out. I'm going to have to re-glue it with some nail glue. So, I'm not very fond of that, but whatever. Alright, I'm going to add a little bit more. Have you guys ever DIY'd anything nail related? Now let's see what this does to us. But it's extra sparkly. There we go. We might not be able to get it as black as we initially wanted, but... Most of this is bubbles, but once it, like, levels out and sits out, you'll see the difference. So I'm just trying to make sure I get enough of that around the edges here. Alright, we're going to add a little bit more. Ooh, Ooh, dried flowers. It's getting there, y'all. Now, I don't have a lot of this black because I use this black for everything. But don't go nowhere, people, because we're doing my non-dominant hand right now. We're just DIYing some colors here. Alright. Let's see what that gives us. It's already becoming less, you know, hard. Alright, we got it. It's getting there. And sometimes you gotta just, you can add, but I don't like to pour a bunch in because you cannot take away, but you can always add. So keep that in mind and just do it little by little so you kind of get the gist of what all you need to put in there. When that goes with anything, whether you're doing acrylic, polygel, gel, just always be on the safe side, you know? I'm just glad you guys are here. Thank you guys for coming. Okay. I'm gonna do just a hint more black, and then we're putting our colors in our stuff. So it's basically gonna be like a dark gray, since I don't have actual black. But it'll be alright. Instead of making our own, we could have used that black Model 1's one, or the dark gray, but I like making my own. Hi, Christina! You love them? Yay! I hope I can make this one cool, too, on my other hand. You know? Ah! How's everybody's Friday? And this black is kind of light anyway, so it's not like super pigmented because it's got sparkles in it. So that's why I figured this one would also be a good one to use, because it's not, you know, I'm not going to have any problems curing with it. I mean, we've gotten her pretty dark, you know. I don't think we're going to get her any darker than that. Because like I said, I don't want it to go... It still looks the same. Because I don't think gray is going to look very good with these colors. Ooh, yeah. Y'all, post as many videos because you never know what somebody is going to love. So just post it. Even if you think it's cringy or you don't like it, doesn't matter. Just post it, y'all. Okay, I gotta try to get that off there. So don't get anything on your brush. If you do, take a wipe and get it off of your brush, because it's not gonna help any when it's down in that gel. Because then you're gonna have glow. I'm gonna have glow on my brush. Got it. Okay. Yeah, that's probably about all I'm gonna put in there. She's pretty... She's pretty dark, but she's not as dark as if you were to buy a black from a brand, but it's all good. And you can always add more polygel if need be, but then you're just gonna lighten it anyway, so... It's just more of a dark gray black. What do you think? You think they'll go with those colors? I don't know. I don't know. how good it's going to look with those colors. Because those colors are bright. She is given Wednesday. That is true. I could always do... Let's see. We're going to take this guy. I love this orange, but... Alright, well, we DIY'd a little bit. So I'm going to take some of those moons and put them in there. Now, you can take the moons and put them in before you put the nails on. So they're on the outside top portion of your nail. Which you kind of don't want to do that. I kind of want them at the bottom. So, I guess we'll wait to do that and do them at the very end. Yeah, I'm so mad that that came out, y'all. What the hell? Okay. So I poured these out because I thought I was going to use the moons. But they're not going to show up in there. So we're just going to have to place them in there. Which is fine. But I have a mess. So I'll probably just place them on the bottom so when I flip my hand up, we got stars and moons on the back end. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Stars and moons on the back end. Alright. Got this shit everywhere, y'all. It's not coming off my paper towel. Alright, I'm going to add this lid real quick. And one thing, when you're mixing like this and you're mixing it in the jar like this, take one of these guys, spray it, go along the edge, the rim, okay? So when we go to put the lid on, it's not sticky. There we go. So now when I open it, it's not going to go sticky. Alright, I'm just going to set that on there for right now. Alright, so here's the thing. We're getting there. Sometimes I'm slow when I'm mixing, so don't mind me. Okay. And make sure you clean off the tools that you're not using anymore, guys, so you're not sitting there with product and you go to grab it and you get it all over your hands, okay? So, we'll put that up there, put that there. And what I'm going to do is take and put a new towel up right here because this is going to get all up everywhere, right? So, I'm going to put my glove on, put that away, put this away. So, I think the colors are going to be pretty cool. And I think the I don't know if what we just mixed is going to be cool, but we will try it anyway, y'all. Alright. I'm going to move all this out the way real quick because I have to get this off here. So give me one sec, y'all. I have all my nail forms that I used on my other hand. So do we like the vibe of all those colors, or do we want... Shit. I just dropped this on all of that and it just went down on my floor. Ah! This is what happens when you're actually, like, live. Okay? This is what happens. It's every day. It's what it is, okay? So just know shit happens, everybody. Alright. Let's grab some of these guys out. So we have this. I am dropping shit everywhere today. Okay. Alright, we're going to take the caps off and we're going to get going. So, the only thing I'm going to do is get all these stars on. I'm going to put my other glove on. I just wanted to show you what my nails look like before I put my glove on. But they're going to turn out. It's weird, but I can't really move my hand because my thing is whatever, but alright. let's do this. Alrighty. So all of these colors, let me remind you, this is what the colors look like. So we don't really have a bright orange necessarily. If we wanted to do, we could do just these colors in general, but it's not Halloween yet, guys. And I really don't want to start doing Halloween sets yet, to be honest with you. But I do have white. We could always do like a Wednesday theme. But the white doesn't glow. So, you know what? We're just going to do it. We're going to use all the colors and see what we can come up with. Because they glow super bright, so I wish the orange glowed really bright, but alright, so this guy, we could always just add some of this white or this clear in there just to have a clear part or like a smoky part, but I think that'll be too much, so this is the light purple. We'll still use this one. So I'm going to take all the lids off these. Just like last time, do we want to do a certain thing? Do we want to put colors in a certain way? Do we want to do an all over like an actual marble? What do we want to do? Hi, is it Mofo? It's going to be very bright. Very, very bright. Alrighty. I don't know if Model 1s... I think Model 1s may have glow ones, but I'm not sure. So, this dark gray black color with all of these colors, so we may be able to kind of focus them in... Focus this black kind of marbled inside a little bit, meaning we'll have to put it in there at certain spots. So I'm not quite sure how this is going to go, but we'll try it. Gel brush. Finds, tips, and recommends. Hello. Ah, from Japan. Hi. I think a couple fingers, two-toned Frenchie. And color blocking the marble on the rest. Color block marble on the rest. So you want me to do a Frenchie, girl? I have never done a Frenchie. What kind of Frenchie? You want the French part to be the colors, or do you want the other part to be black? Because remember, guys, I'm not going to be adding a top coat to these because you don't need to. So they're going to be a matte. They're going to be matte. So the only thing we have to do is file the tops. That's it. Okay, I'm just cleaning out my brush, guys. So I may want to put this on one of my stars so we have a little bit better access to it. It's all about making it easier for us. So you want to make sure you make it a little bit easier for yourself when you're doing nail sets. And I tend to never do that. So I tend to just jump in and then I'm like, oh, I could have done this better. But that's a part of being a nail enthusiast, y'all. You just go with it. Well, at least I do. I never have like, I'm doing this and I'm doing that, you know? And I don't remember. So these colors are going to look crazy because I don't remember what's what. So we're just going to put them in there and go from there. But I'm going to take this guy and I'm actually going to scoop him out and put him on this. So that way I have it, you know? So... And if you guys have any, like, things and you want to tell me something, tell me. Don't be afraid to, like, talk in the chat. So, it's like polygel in a pot. So, I'm going to try to get the sides. So we're doing all 5 fingers with this, so. Sometimes it's a little hard to get out, but if you use a squeegee, it's a little better. Looks like a mess, but it's fun. It's fun, everybody. It's fun. Alright, so there's our, like, black. Okay, it is a lot darker than what I thought it was. Alright. That's pretty much it for that. Okay. We got her. What do you think, everybody? Hi, Tammy! Maybe like an ombre French. So, you want me to do the colors at the bottom and black at the top, or do you want me to do the opposite? I got it! I want the black on the bottom and color on the tip. So you mean, you want the cuticle area to be the black and then the color marbled at the bottom? Is that what you mean? Alright, so it is a lot darker than what I thought it was. So, that's good. That's good. Oh, I just put my finger in there. Alright, so here's my nails, and I'm going to take and dehydrate the top of this. And if you want them to stay on longer, you guys, you can go ahead and buff them if you want. Because, yeah, but I'm going to... You can either buff them and then add your product, or you can add a base coat to your nails, then put it on, right? So, I'm going to do base coat one at a time. And the reason why I do this is because I'll get it hairy if I don't, okay? So, I'm actually going to use this to help me here. And what I just realized is the base coat's not going to stick to this, so we have to rough them up. Duh! Y'all, it's been a day, okay? Just know, it's been a day. I'm going to move these. Alright, so look, I'm just going to take my coarse bit buffer, and we're just going to lightly do this. Like, I'm talking light. You don't want to put a hole. Gosh, this is weird with my other hand. And you guys know I go at my own pace. I don't like to rush because in my day of doing this, rushing does nothing but hurt you. So, if you take a coarse one, just lightly go over it, guys. You don't need to go over it like super duper fast, and you don't need to like do it a lot, right? Because this layer is protecting my nail bed anyway. We just need this so the polygel will stick to my nail in a good way, right? So, just gonna lightly do this. We're here for the vibes and the nostalgia, okay? What are you guys gonna do this weekend? I know that, oh my gosh, so I have volleyball game in the morning, like super freaking early in the morning, which I'm not looking forward to because I didn't want to get up that early. But they called off school today, so that's why I'm like, alright, I'm going live now. I have to go live because I missed y'all so much. And I hope that you guys like this too, because I'm in like uncharted territory, to be honest with you guys, because I hardly ever do my non-dominant hand, but you guys are the ones that wanted me to do that. So on that poll, it won. So you're gonna, oh yeah, the bingo. Do you guys play that every Friday? And we just dropped, oh, you just dropped them off at college? Okay. Congrats. That's awesome. My son didn't want to go to college, and I told him that was fine. My son is not a school person. He got A's and B's and stuff, but he is just not, he's dyslexic really bad. And so none of the teachers ever give him the time of day. So he had to work extra hard and struggle extra hard because of how they're like, oh, what do you mean? You're reading it backwards. Well, no shit, dummy. You already doesn't know he's dyslexic. Like, real bad. And then they want to play, like, the victim. Where the teacher's like, he just isn't listening. And he's over here, like, holding his hand up, like, hello? Like, I'm telling you, hey, can you word this differently? You know what I mean? They get all mad because you want them to word it differently. And I'm like, aren't you a teacher? Isn't that what it's for? Like, what are we paying you people for? So, I appreciate those teachers that actually take time with our students and actually want to help them and actually want them to succeed and get better. You know what I mean? So, just throwing that out there. Have a powwow to attend. Ooh. Oh, once a month. Okay. Alright, y'all. We got that on. Now we can put our... So, I'm putting the base coat on so it'll actually stick. So, we'll see how long that this lasts. Because this set right here has been on for what? 4 days? 5 days now? Something like that. So, we made the etches. And now, we're going to put this on. And all I'm going to do is super thin. Because you just need the sticky. Okay? So we're just going to do super thin. Okay. This one smells like a-hole. I'm not even lying. And you know what, guys? I think I'm going to have to go buy a new one. Hi, Lorna. Thanks. I think I'm going to have to buy a new one. I think I said that last time. I forgot. So, I'm going to take out my BRITTBRATNAILDIT base coat because that smells like crap. And it never used to. So, I think it just might be old. Because none of the other ones smell like that, so. And y'all know, if I smell it, and it smells weird, y'all know I'm going to say something. It doesn't matter what brand it is. Okay? So, just know that. It doesn't matter what brand it is. If it smells weird, y'all are going to know. Okay? Okay. Alright. At least because Madame Glam never smells. Like, I've never had one that smells unless it was old. So. Alright. We're going to take BRITTBRATNAILDIT Super Base, which she's out of this original. But she does have all of her colors right now, you guys. Cat eyes are all sold out. As well. And I'm going to do a light layer because this is thick. She's thick. She's thick. Okay. In the lamp she goes. Woo! Wait, what happened? Her whole life of collectibles are getting donated. Wait, what happened? I'll be bringing a different flair this time for bingo, as the tiara will hurt my head in ears. Really honest, people don't pay me to lie. Exactly, Black Orchid. Exactly. Yeah, your comments are coming in. All of the comments are coming in all at once right now on my end. Shout out to the 42 of y'all in here. If y'all are in here, chat. Let's do this. Alright, so we have these two on. So, we're going to set this up here because if I put any more on, then I'm going to end up, yeah. Alright, let's freaking do this. So, we want all of these. I'm going to marble all of these. Should we marble this one? Or should we do the French on the thumb and the pinky? What do you guys think? Should we marble just the middle three and then have the French on this one and this one? Or what do you guys think? Hugs to everybody, including you, love. Because I think French on the thumb. Okay, do we want to also do the pinky that way too? So it's kind of like there's two of the same. And then, you know, on the pinky, we can reverse it and do the color at the top and the black at the bottom. What do you guys think about that? I always like reversing it. You guys know that. Okay. So, we're doing a French, right? Okay. So, we want the color down here and the French up there. Okay. So, I'm going to have to do the color first, right? And then go in and do the French. So, I'll probably have to do the color and then put the black in there and swirl the colors on the French. Right? So I think if I swirl around the edge part, which, mind you, I've never done this before, so hopefully it comes out. We do have the lines here, so they're hard to see, but they are there. Alright, so let's just freaking do this. Alright, I'm going to add the colors in the end part here first. Can you guys see, or do you want me to zoom in? And remember, these are the colors we're working with, guys. So I'll move this, and hopefully you guys can still see the colors up there. Alright, we dropped off like a mofo, but that's alright. Alright, so I'm going to do what I did last time, and we're going to take each color and just put a dab in there. Now this one is the big one, so we need to make sure we have a good amount of color in there. Because we don't want too much. I don't want to do what I did last time and freaking put so much in there that it, you know, we had to take out all them colors, but hopefully. And I'm just putting them in there any old way. I'm not gonna be like super precise about it. I'm just gonna do it, and where they fall is where they fall. But you want to make sure you don't put like crazy colors beside, because you don't want to make brown. So I'm gonna add this blue. No, I'm just gonna push these like this, and then we'll marble, and I'm gonna bring it down to here. I'm gonna try to do my best to do this all black and come down at a V, and then the rest of this will come up and be the colors. Oh, look at that. That's already looking cool AF, right? So I think this one is the orange. I don't like that orange, but it glows so bright. I'm gonna use this orange. And I'm going to put this guy just a little bit here, because we don't want it to take over our nail bed. So we have to remember where our actual nail bed is going to stay. So we're going to use... Oh, look at that, y'all. And then we're going to use the big purple. Oh. Didn't I have a green one? I did. Okay. Well, I forgot to put the green one in there, but... Alright, we're going to add this purple here at the end. You guys can do this any which way you want as well. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm just going to add this little bit here. No. You know what? We'll just wait on this, because if I put that there, it's going to make brown, and then I'll be mad. Alright, so this is what the colors are looking like so far. It's kind of like a weaved pattern. Do we want to keep it that way? Do we want to keep it that way, or do we want to marble it? What do y'all think? We want to marble it, or we want to keep it like crisscrossed like that? It's pretty cool like that. What do you think? Agatha, hi! So we're going to bring that black. And once I get that black in there, then I can fill in the sides. You know what I mean? With the other colors. So I can use green. I'll just put another yellow up here, I guess. No, I'll put pink here. And then I'll, yeah. We'll just leave it like that. You don't want me to marble it? Okay. So let's add this black in here. So I'm not going to use this one to add the black in there with. What I am going to do is use... I don't think I have a scooper, to be honest with you. Like an actual scooper to put it in there with. Alright, hold up. Haha, we do got one. Ooh, dude. Alright. So let's grab this black. This one's definitely gonna look crazy. Alright, so I'm gonna fill it. And I'll probably see how sticky it is. It might be a little hard, but it'll be alright. So I'm gonna take and add just a little bit more. I might have to add a little bit more to that, just because. Alright, I'm gonna try to do this and push it. And keep it up, like, with the line there. Alright, so we want to make sure the lines are actually there. Alright, we're going to have to pull this up and hopefully it looks good, y'all. Look at that. Just got a moon in there. What the? Damn it. So if you're new to this, I'm doing the do's and don'ts of dual forms, but y'all can do it your own way. This also is not the same as most. I'm going to try to keep it. I want it to kind of come up the side, but not too much, right? So I'm going to pat it like this. And I'm going to cut that out. And then I'm going to add the color at the side there. The only problem is you have to make sure you have enough in here. Right? So I would have to push all this down this way. add the color. It looks cool though. I was just trying to be extra efficient with it, but it might not look the greatest, y'all, but we're trying here. So, I'm going to take these colors and I'm going to blend them up just like so. Now, I'm going to actually bring this up under that black and then fill this in with the black. And we need to push all these colors up this way. Now, if you don't have enough, you're going to definitely have to... I'm just going to pull this up and make it look cool. I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm just going to push it to the sides. I'm not going to do an elaborate thing that I know I can't do. The black is still cool. And I'm just going to bring the color up and the sides up. Oh man, this one's going to be crazy. Alright, so I want to pat that in and pull it up so there's no like whatever, but problem is I need to take some of this out. Because we put the gel polish in, it is going to separate. I should have added a little bit more polygel to it so it wasn't so runny. But I don't know how she's going to look. But I feel like I want it to come down more. But this is just the back, so I will have to marble it. You love it? Hi, Tika. I love you guys. It's not going to be the greatest, but, you know, it's alright. It's all good. But you guys want to make sure that you have a fair amount in here so that your structure is good. Okay? We're going to add that line in there. So that way it pushes the color up the sides. That's what the Russian is known for. Is their sides. So we want to make sure it goes up all the way. Oh yeah, it's going to look cool. The definite placement is something that I would definitely think about when you're doing this too. If that makes sense. Like, I love the bottom looking of that. And I guess it does look cool on that side. I guess I'm just not liking the way it's coming to the color on the opposite side, but there's nothing I can do about it. So, what I'm going to do is push this. See how sticky it is? I'm going to have to add more. We want it thin at the cuticle, but we don't want to, like, exactly see through it. But I think we definitely need to add more of that polygel if we're going to do this, because it's too thin. So when you go to push it, it's going to be like... Alright, we're just going to do it, y'all. Alright, I'm going to move these out of the way. Put them over here. Move that. Move my brush. Move that over there. I'm going to use my little heart thing to put this on, so you guys can see. So I'm going to do it this way, so it's going out that way here. Alright, hold up, y'all. I'm trying to do it so y'all can see it. Alright. Here we go. Alright, ready? Ma! Alright. Oh, this is hard, y'all. And I got the thumb crooked. Again. I did it crooked again, y'all. Where she's on there. I don't know if I like that, so I might put something on. Wait. I wonder why that looked retarded. That ain't even the right one. Oh, girl. Look. We didn't do the right one. How did I miss that? How did that one get put on there? Because I already have that on my stand. What the shit? Oh, and there's nothing I can do about it. It's on there now. So, I will... Yeah. Look at that. Alright, we made our own. However... Definitely needs more polygel. And then we're gonna get this off. It looks like absolute horse shit underneath there. But if we add that black underneath there, it's gonna go gross if we bring it out. It's alright, as long as you get it off your actual nail, we're just gonna leave it like that. It looks cooler there than it does there. I put way too much black on there, but what are you gonna do? I knew that looked weird, but this is what happens when you do shit like this, okay? Alright, we're going underneath. I think a charm is some bling. Yeah, we'll put some bling on it, y'all. Alright, I'm going right underneath. Yeah. I just don't like the black. Because I figured, we don't have the snake skin on there. We did not do the snake skin one on there. I don't know how I didn't see that, but I could have swore. Because the snake skin and the regular ones are different. They are much more etched on the outer sides, like on the edge, than they are the snakeskin ones. I know, glitter fixes everything, but you know how I am. I'm like, what the shit? I've only done one nail, sorry, 1246. But that's all good. This is why you need to do your non-dominant hand. Okay. Yeah, this, I don't know how I did that, y'all. How did I do that? Because I had that on a stand already, and how did I take it? Oh, because I took it off to put another thing on there and put the wrong one on there. So, here's the difference. It's more square than these ones. So this one's a little bit more rounded. These ones are a little bit more square, but whatever. It is what it is. Okay. I have got to pop that because I need to see. I need to see what it looks like. Matte. Oh, I guess I did do it. That's what she looks like. So I guess we did do it. I just thought it didn't have anything on there, but that's what the colors look like, guys. We'll shape her up and do all that, but definitely way different than what I'm used to. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to add a little bit more of that polygel to this one to make it the structure a lot better. And then we're going to make sure that when we do the reverse method on this one, because I think I might just put some, I'm going to put some stuff around this. We're going to put some diamonds around this one. So this one will be more of a scaled tone diamond look. And then I'll put, because I have to put something up here. See it? See how it don't fit my square cuticles? Regardless, that's what she looks like. So the other ones, are we marbling the other colors then? Is that what we're doing? Marbling the other colors? They look cool. The only problem is when it's matte like that, you're not going to see the freaking color. You're just going to see regular sparkle in there, and I didn't think about that. I mean, this is why we do what we do, right? Now, you can see it because it's glossy on the underside, right? However, you're not going to be able to see it because we're just leaving it like that. If we put a top coat on there, I will just apply the acrylic and top coat. What do you mean? Because you can't because if you apply acrylic on here, it's gonna... I don't have acrylic. I have black acrylic, but it's gonna look stupid because we have the snake skin on here. But the top coat, literally, if you put the top coat on here, you cannot see the scales anymore. Hey, Pan. But we'll figure it out. We'll do something to this. It's a little crooked, but this is my first time doing dual forms on my non-dominant hand. Alright. So there's that one. So these ones we're going to marble, right? The black we'll have to add a little bit in there. Just a little bit, guys. Not very much. Alright, let's get... That's the pinky. That one. Okay. So we have to be careful which one's which and which one's what, unfortunately. Okay. Okay, that one's the middle one. Holy... Oops, wrong one. Alright, so this one goes on that one. Hold up, y'all. because they don't have numbers on them, so you kind of just gotta, I'm just gonna have to use this for both of these. Yeah. Alright. And then we'll have the one for the middle nail. Unfortunately, doing it like this kind of sucks in a way. How does that fit both? I might have to use this one for... Alright, so that's the pinky. And I have 5 different ones. Because they say you have to size up, and these are the biggest sizes I got for these. So these two will be that one, and then I guess I'm going to have to use the big one for the middle nail. The same one I used for my thumb. How did I do that last time? Because I think my thumb didn't come out right the last time. Alright, that one's too small. Because if you do it too small, y'all, it's not going to fit right, and then it won't go for both. So this one I'll use for both that one, and then because you would think the same sizes would apply, but they don't. If the same sizes applied, then I would be fine. But because they don't... Alright, let's see. I'm gonna see what ones we have that are... Alright, well... Oh, shit. Alright. That's way too big. Alright, so we don't have none. Okay, great. And you know what I was supposed to do? I was supposed to use the short one on my thumb. So that way it was shortened. You know? What the hell? And I could have swore I took that out too, but it's long now, so. Alright, we're just gonna, that's what we got. So, we're gonna take one of these and make sure the bottom is unsticky. Sorry guys, sometimes you have to go through that kind of stuff, like, people always are like, oh, well, I don't want to watch certain people because they're slow or they're here forever or whatever. And it's like, sometimes you have to go through those motions and you have to kind of go through steps. Like, you know, if you can put these on and you can just have everything all figured out, good for you. But your girl don't. So, and if you guys are here for not having it all together, but you're still doing it, thanks. Because the vibes are real. Not joking. And it's hard to put these on when you have other nails on. It's very hard. It's very hard. Okay. Okay. So, for this one, we're going to marble these colors, right? So, we're going to make sure we put them all in here. Set that there. So I don't get it all over me. Okay. Alright, so this time, we're just going to add the colors. But this time, I'm just going to do them all over. I don't care what color they are. So, we're going to start with this purple. And then we'll add the black here and there. Thanks, I got it from BRITTBRATNAILDIT. She will have more once the light relaunches, but right now she doesn't have it. Okay, we have to be careful because we want to make sure that this part is less, but we have enough, right? So, let's put... Let's put red. And I think once we marble these, because once we do this, it's going to get even easier, guys. So I'm not going to pound them down in there too hard yet. I'm just going to... Shit, that was a lot, y'all. Crap. Now, like in my other one, yellow and orange can take over fast. So... we're going to marble them anyway, so I'm not really too worried about it. And... oh my gosh. I'm going to do the black in the middle on this one. So we'll have black, and then these two are just going to be the colors that we're putting in there, okay? Alright, so if we want, we can take the brush and do it, or... you know what I mean? So we'll just put that in there. Oh, we need orange. Alright, let's add a little bit more of this yellow. And then I'm just going to do this because that's going to help us swirl it. Get off there. That's the part of it, though, too. That's the fun of it. Okay, so this we're going to swirl together, too. Now, this orange doesn't quite glow all that well, so if parts of the nail doesn't glow, well, you know why. Those colors look really cool, though. Alright, let's do this. Now I'm just gonna do this. Take my brush and just kind of poke it. And we should be able to marble it that way, too. Just by poking them in there. Now, when you poke it, obviously you're gonna get it on your brush, but it's fine. And if you actually want it marbled, because that looks cool, but like the colors are not gonna actually get marbled if you don't get all the way down to the inside. So you can marble this up top all you want, but the inside's not gonna get marbled. So, oh my gosh. And then I'm going to take and add the stars on the back of this. Look at that. We need that to be the other side. So I'm just going to push this. Oh yeah. We're going to push down the sides and see what that gives us. Because once we push them down and fold them over, that marble is going to be nice. Now, you guys don't have to do it this way, but gonna bring it together. This side's a little bit more marbled than anything. We have a bubble there. Now make sure you guys, if you introduce bubbles into it, make sure you take them out. Spin your brush like this. Alright, now we're going to push that up and over. And then once we push that back up over here, this side, we're going to push up and over. There we go. Haha! It almost looks like a rainbow. Isn't that crazy? I wasn't going for a rainbow, but now we're going to take this side. And I'm going to make the blue come into the yellow and then push this yellow back down in here. And then same thing with this. Now, you'll get faster each time you go, but right now I'm just trying to kind of not, it's like this is marbled really nicely. So we want to get the same on this side and the top. So by pulling that. But the one thing you don't want is you don't want it to like marble so much in certain areas. You just kind of want to make sure it's not. Okay, we're going to fill this in. Make sure our sides are good. And then we're going to take the excess off. So I'm just going to pull this up the sides. Pull that up the sides. And we're going to just... There we go. It's not too bad. It's marbled enough. Alright. Now we're going to take and add the... Go down the middle. This is what's going to create the structure of that nail. Right? And then the longer you leave it sit too, depending on what polygel you're using, then it'll get like stringy. Alright, we're going to make sure we flatten this out. Make sure our edges are good, and then make down the middle. Because that excess you're going to need for it to come out so you can actually put it on the right way. And then you want to make sure this is flat. So when you go to take it off, there's less filing you need to do. Right? And it's very therapeutic though. But we want to make sure the sides are good and we don't have no see-through parts. You definitely don't want those see-through parts. Okay. Now make sure that is thin. Look good. Oh yeah. Dude, this one's gonna look so cool. Too bad the end's not gonna glow as much, but it's okay. Alright. There she is, everybody. we're going to push that down a little bit more. The only problem with glow is the fact that it will spread apart because of what's in the glow. But I think it looks cool. I just want my... I don't want to see through the sides. Okay. Alright, y'all. Okay. Alright. Now, I'm going to go ahead and create that line one more time. Just like so. And cut that excess off. Don't do what I just did and push all that in your brush, but... Alright. We got her. Now. Do you have to be like this? No, you don't. Am I like this anyway? Yes, I am. So if you guys want to keep doing this, then... Alright, hold up. Oh no. Oh, thanks, Nana Love. Sorry, my chat stopped working on my phone, guys. Oh, thanks, everybody. And if you saw my end of summer sale, you know I'm XL. I don't know what the hell that was doing that for, but okay. Alright, let's put this baby on. I like it. I like it a lot. I will say it's a lot more awkward to try to put this on when you have nails on already. You know? It's so awkward. I have a floof. Alright, let's do this. Alright. Try to do it so you guys can still see me. Oh my god, I love it. This one looks like it's gonna be good. I'm excited. It is very therapeutical though. I'm not gonna... Oh, is that straight? I think it is. Okay, I'm just making sure that this is on good enough. And then that way I can get the back and then... Look at that color. Okay. Alright, we're going to clean our brush. We're going to go underneath. And we're going to pull that excess off. Now, I didn't have a lot that went on my finger, but... We only got a little bit right there, so that's pretty damn good. Alright, I'm going to put her in and put her under the light. Ow. This is awesome. Now I don't know how much I like the black, to be honest with you guys, but we're going to do the black on the pinky and see how it comes out if we literally marble it. I may pop this other one off and just redo it and use that for a short. That way I can redo the nail. This is probably boring, guys, which I apologize. Thanks, D. Thank you for being here, everybody. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I mean, I've never done my non-dominant hand with dual forearms. Do I have a lot that I can say? Yes. I'm not like an instructional type person to explain certain things. I feel like I'm just doing it and kind of going through it. And sometimes people say that that's boring as hell, but what are you gonna do? Did I really? Why did I put that on my middle nail? This is a mess today. Do you guys remember why I put that on this one? But it fit perfectly, kinda. Why did I do that? Because this one had its own thing, so I guess we're gonna use this one for all three of these. You know what, though? I'm doing okay for using this hand that I don't use very often with long-ass nails on. I think I'm doing okay. Which is a good thing. You know what I mean? My chat stopped working, y'all. So give me a brief moment. Yeah, and I don't ever like to be negative either, but I feel like sometimes it's hard for me to be like, this is this, and this is that, and that, and oh my gosh, you should do this, and that, and that. I can only show you what I do, everybody. You know? Because I watch a lot of people, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they always, like, explain things so well, and I'm, like, over here trying my best. But all you can do is try your best, so there she is. I don't know why I put that one on. Do you guys remember? Did I say why? I don't remember why I put that on my middle nail. Because this one was supposed to be on the outside ones. The black was supposed to be in the middle, but it's okay. Look at that. Woo! Look at those. Oh, I did get a little hole right there. Shnikes. That's okay. That's alright. Color still looks cool. So once we get this top on here, that will file off, but it's not even on my skin, like underneath. I have like a gap. See that? It's not even touching my skin, y'all. Yay! That worked out good. Cool. Okay. Let's get the sticky out from underneath because we're not using top coat. So this is what it is. This is what it's going to be, guys. Because you don't put top coat on these ones. You put top coat and you're going to lose your shape. Or you're going to lose, like, the snake part. But it is very hard to do this with long nails. I feel like my other hand was a lot easier. I love that side. Look at that side. It looks cool as hell. I definitely like it, but that pink is making bubbles. Making little holes in the thing, so I guess we need to watch out for that with that pink one. Because it's just where that pink is where I have these little micro bubbles, but that's fine. Can't really tell besides that one right there, but that's alright. Alright, we got that one on. So we're going to use the same thing, the same one for my pointer nail. Yep. And then the other one for my ring finger. So since I was supposed to put black in this one and I didn't, I guess I'm just going to add black to this one and that one. I don't know, we'll see. You know what? We're just going to add black to the outsides. Alright, I'm going to clean this guy off. Because they do get super sticky on the outside. So just know, clean them off before you go touching them with your hands, guys. Okay? Okay, if you're sensitive like me, clean them off before you touch them with your hands. You can put them on your gloves and stuff, that's fine, but... You don't want it to penetrate your skin. And then you want to make sure, wherever we're putting that pink, we need to make sure we put the micro, the ones that have the bubble in it, we need to make sure we're doing that good. Thanks, guys. Oh, wait. I missed one, McBaby. You're so... Oh, this is... Aw, thanks, babe. Aw, thanks, love. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, McCabby. Thank you, Conjure Love. Thank you, Dee. Okay, so this time we're gonna just go in and do something a little bit different. And I'm just going to... I'm gonna swirl them. And I'm just trying to see what it'll look like, y'all. This yellow. And we're just gonna put it wherever. See what we get. See what we get here. And I'm gonna leave those colors going along this outside part because I think it looks cool. I'm weird, I know. So they'll just kind of form together. And then... Now, the one thing you want to be careful of is the orange, fading the pink and the green and the orange together. So, I'm going to take this guy. I have floofs everywhere. For the most part, when you're doing this, it's not too bad. Okay. And then we're going to kind of put this up here. So we're just going to basically move the colors. Now, people wouldn't generally do this. This is something people would have a hard time wanting to do because you're sticking your brush right down inside there. And then, as we know, it gets as sticky, right? So, generally, people would just kind of take it and do it. But I'm trying to not introduce bubbles. So, I'm trying to do it with my brush versus the one thing. Look at that, like, light thing of pink on that. Now, I'm going to add this purple and see what this gives us and see if we can do a little bit of that one. And then kind of marry that together. So we have a little bit of purple with some yellow, and then... Because I kind of want some, like, cool colors. But when you have glow, some of the glow has these little gritty parts in there, which makes it harder to kind of see. So I'm going to put this guy. We're going to pat him in here like so. Not that you'll be able to see it. You can kind of see it from the other side. Not bad. And so I'm going to make sure... Alright, so we have a hole here. So I'm going to pat that until that hole goes away. Unfortunately, trying to look at it from the other side is not the greatest. Alright, we have a huge hole there. 2 there in the green. Okay. So, for the most part, Now I'm going to add more blue. If I can find it. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more blue here. And I'm going to... And then that way we'll have a little bit something different. And we'll have this blue, and we'll take this blue inside that green and make a little bit of a different nod to like a teal color. And let's go ahead and pat this down. Okay. The little bubbles are driving me bonkers. That's the only thing I don't like about when you go to try to do this. But for the most part, if you can get it down as much as you can, the more that you mold it together, the more that you're going to have those colors blended out a little bit better and a little bit on the cooler side. Now I want to get this out because this white part is looking funky. Looks weird, doesn't it? Alright, hold up, y'all. I'm going to take this, and we're going to get that ucky whitish pink out of there. Yeah, I don't know why that one did that. Could just be because it's separating, but that sucks. That it's separating. But we at least got majority of it off there and out. So now we need to pull this color up so we can pull that white out and kind of get rid of it. Okay. Alright, so we're going to pull all this down. Like so. And then we're going to run our brush through like we did the last time. Make sure all of our ends are up on the side so we have good structure. But if you are new here and you don't know, I love just things in the way that they look most times. So if you just throw it in there, you never know what it can look like. Especially if you just throw it in there, you know? Alright, so I'm going to take this guy and we're going to evenly distribute that line. I do love these dual forms though. I do love them. Okay. What do you think? What do you think? Ooh, hi, Abby. I love you guys. So this is what she's looking like. Okay. So let's make sure we get that pigment up over. Because if we don't get that pigment up there, it's going to look ridiculous. So it's the only thing about colored like that is you got to be mindful about that. Is making sure that when you have glow. Alright, we're going to pull that down. Make it flat. And then push that. So we want to create that nice edge and bring that excess out. We don't want like all that excess in the middle, because even though we have good structure and a good bond, you don't want all that in the middle. You want to see, you want to see that line in the middle of that dual form. Now, you can put it in with, you can do a bunch in there, but you're going to have to file a lot. The whole point of these is to not have to do that. You know what I mean? So, I do have another bubble right there. That's the only thing that is sucking about these ones. Is I got bubbles all up and down right here. These ones are pretty much out. I would say the colors I used the last time, they were much better, but these colors are not the greatest in terms of not having... I would say this one definitely introduces a lot more bubbles into the mix, but it's nothing we can't fix. It'll be okay. And a lot of the times when you have glow-in-the-dark powders like this also, is sometimes when they do separate, and they separate, the clear will stay at the top and the color will go to the like bottom. And that's exactly what we're seeing right now. So you're going to want to kind of do it fast. You're going to want to not mess with it so long. But if there's nothing you can do and you know, whatever. But we don't want those hard big bubbles in there because the snake skin, we're not putting anything on it. So we're going to walk around with a bunch of bubbles in our nail. So I'm going to take, that really looks cool with those little strings of color through that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this guy and we're going to pop it. Alrighty. Alright, now we're going to push them back together and hope for the best. I mean, it's just the way it is. You can keep them in there if you want. If you don't care about bubbles, go ahead, keep them in there. But that one was a big bubble, and, you know, we take all this time to correct it and form it and do all this stuff, and so, my suggestion is just be mindful of the bubbles, you know? And you want to make sure you have a thin upper part so you don't have a bunch coming out the sides. Alright, we're going to make sure... Oh, shit. We're going to pat it down. And then we're going to pull the top. As we're pulling, it's going to stretch it and make it nice and flat. Alright, it's as good as I'm going to get. I'm not going to deal with that anymore. We're just going to deal with it as is. Okay. I think I was a little bit faster the first time, but that's okay. You know? When you first put these on, don't put it up all the way because you want to slide it up, right? So now I have to go around with my freaking brush and clean it because of the, okay, see this? Now I'm going to have to go around it and clean it. And you want to keep it straight because the more we don't keep it straight, the more it falls forward. And the more it falls forward, the more it pulls off your nail. So, now I'm going to have to take this guy and get all the way around my cuticle. Which is no big deal, but I can't see, so bear with me, guys. Just give me one sec. Like, this mofo wants to already fall, and then I have to push it back over, and yeah. So I would say that's the only thing about this, and pushing it up on your nail. Alright, this is hard, y'all. Okay? This is hard. I see it on my skin. You know what? I'm just gonna do it. Hi, Alyssa! Friday! So the only thing, we're gonna have to file that top half down really good. But for the most part, it's not crooked. It looks good, but I did get it on my skin. So we're gonna pull that back. I'm not very happy that I got it on my skin like that, but whatever. What are you gonna do? There's really nothing much we can do. I mean, whatever. It is what it is. I gotta get this off my skin. And we're gonna pour some more alcohol in there. I think this is taking me forever because it's my other hand. But so make sure you guys have a cleanup brush for one hand. Like one that has not been touched with polygel and one that has. So that way you're not using that. That way I'm not using this one on my hand that I have that on because there's still polygel in your brush. So just be aware of that. If you have a better cleanup brush, great. If not, that's cool too. But just be aware that you are going to put that polygel slip layer onto the nail. Okay? So I'm going to grab my other one out of here. And guess what I forgot to do? Forgot to add the glow-in-the-dark moons. That's alright. We'll put them in after. So just make sure you have 2 of those in one. The only thing that sucks is... So... I'm going to pull this guy. Just like so. And that one is good. I don't need to run it down anymore. So with the dual forms, you want to make sure that you do not get it all over your skin like I just did, guys. Okay? Because I literally just got it all over my skin. And I'm already starting to break out. Nice. And I think it's because of the actual polygel and the way that it's made. But if I wouldn't have gotten it on my skin, I would have been fine. Would have been just fine. Okay. I'm going to cure the bottom of that. I can't thank you guys enough for being here, dude. It's 1:35 and I still have 2 nails to go. I don't know what happened. You know? I think for the most part, I think I need to get better at talking about stuff, but I like the vibe that y'all bring. Because, like, there are some people I watch religiously. Like, I am there every single time. I love to watch them. But, like, I don't know what happened. Like, I went from having a lot, and then, like, the algorithm picked up my stuff, and then it just went. I'm not really sure why, but I am so glad y'all are here, though. Because, if you think about it, you guys watching all the way through and being here with me actually helps out my channel a lot. I love you, too. I would much rather have... I would much rather have the people who vibe for you, because that's better than having a bunch of people that are not, and they just kind of like and subscribe once and never come back, you know? Alright, let's get the sticky layer off this, and then we'll add the moons to the middle, the black to the end part, and then we'll, so the black's going to be at the bottom of this one, and then that way they can both be the same. These ones are definitely more lighter, even though I'm using the same colors. But that's what you get, though. You want to use the colors, see where they go, what they do. It's all about just having fun and, like, taking it little by little and seeing what you can create with them, you know? I definitely want to marble them a lot better, but I feel like the bottoms are marbled cool as hell. So now we need to get the tops marbled better, you know? But I do have a lot of bubbles in this one. In these ones, a lot. And I mean a lot. I really just want to peel this set off here at work. Oh god, don't peel it off. I might try out polygel on my pedicure tonight. I haven't been using polygel a lot lately because soft gel full cover tips. Yeah. Have you Hi Julia. Hi Angela. You didn't get a notification. Can I order here on here? What do you mean? Order what? Another excuse for a new set. You really should. I would watch them. Are you talking to me, D? Or are you talking to somebody else? So after I get my nails on, I am going to have to go and wash my hands. Oh, shit. Give me 1 sec. I just seen the time. Hold on. I'll be right back, guys. Oh my gosh, you guys. Guess what? The glow on these, not this one, but the glow on these two are awesome. Alright, let's get this puppy off, shall we? So, this one actually was a good one to put on here, but I don't really know. Ow! Did you hear that? Because I just poked my freaking... Look at that. Ha 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 ha. You can't really see the bubbles, so that's good. Except for a little bit right there, but once we file and shape that, this one's perfect. I mean, I pretty much did them perfect like I did the last time. But I think if we really want to marble these colors like this one, so each nail that you get gets better and better each time you do it. You know what I mean? Alright, so we're going to do this guy here. Alright, so one more time with this guy, and then we'll be doing the black. And I'll save the rest of that black, and I'll add more to it. Okay, I'm just putting this on here like so. Okay. Alright. So, with this one, what colors do we want to start out with? You want to start out with blue first? Let's start out with blue. I like that blue. I really like the blue a lot. So, I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to try and kind of string it. I'm going to string it like that and see what we can't get, right? See if we can get like a cool little layer like that one. Because I think that snake skin will bring it out really, really, really cool. So I'm just going to lightly hit it like that. And then we're going to do the pink one. Oh, shit. I'm going to add a little bit more blue because I really like this blue. It's definitely a lot harder with all the rest of these. With these long nails on. Okay, that should be good. And then we'll drag it down and do what we got to do and all that good stuff. And where's the pink? Let's get the pink. Put the pink in. I'm going to add just a little bit of this pink. Right there. And I'm going to take this other pink. If I can get it out. Shit. I'm going to... Then I'll just pat that in there. Let's get our purple. I'm going to add this. And then add that there. And we need that orange. So, I'm going to add a little bit of this one. And then we'll add that red. Oh, look at that. I guess that's like a reddy orange color, I guess. So we'll spread that up the nail a little bit. That there. We're going to take our big purple. And then we're going to add a little bit more blue. It already looks cool as shit underneath there. I keep seeing people use clear base coat instead of using alcohol or slip. Clear base coat? I can't do that. I will break out quicker than hell. Alright, we're going to add some of that. And I think I'm going to do... Yeah, that pink is nasty looking, but I'm going to add more blue because I really like this blue. So I'm just going to take this blue and we're going to shove her in there. I guess this is the fun part about doing this. You know what I mean? Oh, shit, it came out. And I'm trying to get it inside there, but we'll just leave it on top like that and go from there. Okay, let's get our brush and hit it with the alcohol and see what we can't get with these colors. And then I'm just going to push that in there. Look at that, though. That's going to look cool. We're going to push it in. Stupid thing. Ugh. Yeah, I'm really in for it now. Okay, so I'm just going to pat. For the most part, I'm just going to pat and then we'll go through and see what we can't get. Oh, yeah, that looks so cool. Oh, my God, that's cool. This one might be my favorite, guys. The way that we did that. So, now. And this mofo is not going to stay on here. Okay, so we have a big bubble right at the end here. So, I need to push that down and push the bubbles out. Ah! Alright, hold up, y'all. I can't do it. This is why your girl doesn't use polygel like this. Because as soon as it's all over me, I break out like you don't believe. The only ones that don't break me out are makartt, but yeah, these ones break me out. And the sticky is not sticking like it needs to. So. Ugh. Alright. y'all. Alright, we're gonna try this again. I'm just trying to get this damn thing on. Shit. Alright. We have a bubble here. It's funny because you can hear the bubble pop when you do it. Alright. Alright, we have a huge bubble here and one right there, and that's it. Nice. And you have to be careful marbling too much, too, because you're going to lose your colors, and that's not what I want, you know? Well, we also want to be able to wear these, and if we have any huge holes, then that's going to compromise the structure of the nail, you know? So, one thing you don't want to do is... Nice. Alright, I see another hole. Alright. Alright, well, for the most part, we're gonna get this guy, and... Ugh. This is what happens when you're a DIYer, and it's not cooperating, guys. Because I did not have this issue when I did this the other day. And you also have to be careful how much alcohol you're putting into your color as well. Okay. Well, okay. We got the hole, so I appreciate each and every single one of you guys being here. Thank you. Well, damn, dude, we got like a mountain of holes. So also, if you're sitting here and you're doing this for a long time, certain ones, because they're not stiff enough, are not going to help you and are going to be sticky everywhere. Alright, we got that. Alright, we got that. We have one left. I'm trying to hold it. I'm trying to do this, y'all. Because this is when most people would be like, screw it. I am not doing this no more. You know? But... okay. I guess I'm just gonna have to sacrifice my hands for the stickiness, you know? Alright, we got it. I'm just gonna break out, and then if you don't see me, then you know why. Oh, that looks cool as shit. I have a huge bubble right there, too. Fuck! Alright, that's it. Last bubble I'm fucking with. I would say that's the only issue I have. There we go. Alright. I need a stand, y'all, to put this on, because I can't do this anymore. And even though you guys are here, you guys are awesome. Hold up, y'all. Alright, let's hope this works. Okay. So I use this bigger one because it's supposed to hold it better. You know what I mean? The colors look badass. So now I need to make sure I have a thin amount up there, and then we're going to push this all the way down, and that's not going to hold. I fucking knew it. Okay. Oh, Lanta. This right here is why, okay? This is why your girl threw them away in the first place. I don't know how the hell I did this so good the other day. But I'm about to scream. I ain't even gonna lie about it. I'm about to scream. My hands are sticky. Do you know when you get something? Do you know when you have, when something's not working and then you do whatever you can do to do what you gotta do, and then you're trying your fucking hardest and that happens, and then you're sticky even more, and then there's flukes in there, and then, oh hell no. It went so well the first time. I'm about to have a meltdown. I'm about to have a fucking meltdown, guys. You know what? Sometimes I just gotta breathe, right? Just gotta breathe. See, the thing is, a lot of people won't have meltdowns in front of y'all. I don't give a shit. You know? Because, for the most part, when you're, a creator like this, nobody ever gets to see the nitty-gritty of shit. And my body is like, just do it, and then it's not going. So, I'm like, all I gotta do, because literally the polygel is just literally forming like this. It's literally leaking out because I'm not going fast enough. And because I'm not going fast enough, it's just literally going everywhere. And now I have flukes all over. Everything is sticky. And sometimes I just want to keep going, but I can't. You know? Alright. This guy. You are gonna fucking stick on there. I haven't had one of these moments, though, in a long time. In a very long time. To be honest with y'all, I really haven't. For a very long time. But I'm not gonna be, how do you want to say that? I'm not gonna beat around the bush and act like I'm not having a difficult... It's not that I'm having a difficult time, it's just they're fucking annoying. You know? And everything is sticky. See? Alright, you better fucking stick on there. My finger's sticking to it, it better stick on there. Now, everything is sticky. Oh, I can't do this. Okay, I mean, that looks awesome as hell. Let's get the excess out of here, so appreciate you guys sticking around. If you move, it's like, do you ever watch some people and you're like, oh my god, it always goes so beautiful? Do you guys really want to see that all the time? Or would you rather see how they got to what they did? Because I think for me, I have so... my body is like telling me to stop. My brain's telling me to keep going. I'm excited to do this. So it's like... And I don't want to have to file a shit ton, you know? Either. The bubbles are coming through the top as well. I mean, I guess with me, I'm always going to be with... You guys are going to see my low points, my high points, every point in between. Because that's how I've always been. You know? So, anyway. We're going to take and move our brushes out of the way before we, okay. Aw, thanks, babe. So, I'm going to put it here and push upward. The fact is that's how you want to do it. But, now... See how smooth that went on? That's how it's supposed to go. Aw, thanks, babe. I don't like D&D. But I've heard people having issues with, like, the blacks and stuff. But I wasn't sure if it was going to... If it was, like, something different. And, like, people were just getting one that wasn't from... Like, maybe that was different from the website, you know? So I really wasn't... Really wasn't sure because I've never tried D&D. But, yeah. Wasn't exactly sure. Okay, taking that off the back. And I'm... Oh. Nice. Alright, I think I'm golden. Alright, only thing I gotta do is get this off my skin. Should I put the things on there? I don't really know. Do I think it's gonna be cool? Yeah. Alright, we're gonna fixate on getting that away from our skin. If I get as much away from my skin as possible, then... So, if it comes to a point that you get it on your skin, take your hand and go like this. And it'll bring it up off that, and then that way, none of the skin is actually... Okay, so I need to get this off the bottom of my skin. Alright, so I'm just doing this before I cure it that way. Okay. I don't know, I feel like... Yeah. The way it's stuck on, I don't know. Aw, thanks, Cola. I mean, I feel like I always want to see start from finish, right? When I'm doing it, and then, like, sometimes as a creator, it's almost like, sometimes you feel like maybe people don't see it the way you think they do, and then sometimes people want to give up. But I'm here to tell you, even though I'm having issues, don't give up. Keep going, because if I were to have given up, I would have just been mad at myself for giving up. You know what I mean? So even though you have issues, as long as you keep going and see it through to the final part, no matter how tired you are, then it's going to be easier for you to be able to get through another one and another one. Because it's very rare that I have like one of these moments, you know what I'm saying? But it is testing me, I will say. It is definitely, definitely testing me. However, even though it's testing me, it's okay, right? It's okay. Where'd my thing go? Oh, there it is. So let's take this one off. And you know what I did? Like a dummy, I forgot to wipe this off. And so there's like excess shit all sticky inside that. Okay, it's fine. Alright, let's do this, y'all. I don't know, I feel like sometimes, you know, a lot of creators won't necessarily talk about certain things because they're like, oh, I don't want to talk about that. It's too much of a controversy. But if that's how I feel, y'all, you know, it's like we can't expect somebody to watch a video that looks perfect and it's all cleaned up nice and polished all the time and then do it and want to succeed because they're not gonna have those errors or problems or whatever. This one has been a little bit harder to get off. There we go. Oh, that looks super cool. Could have got these colors a little bit better right there, but look at that. I got sticky for all of that. Yeah. You know? Like, I'm gonna have to seriously clean my shit tonight because it is absolutely horrid. Alright, I've gone through 3 full things of alcohol so far, so I am going to stick these on. Wash my hands. Get the fucking shit off my hands. Okay. And I'm going to put this one on. We're going to use the black, so that's going to be so much fun. Not. But I just want you guys, you know, I just want you guys to know that, like, as creators, sometimes we have our moments, just like anybody else, you know? It's like, sometimes people expect us to be super perfect every time, you know? And there are people that really do say that. It's like, whoa, bro. Like, I'm only human, okay? But I'm human that makes hella mistakes. And have made hella mistakes. And this is only my second time doing dual forms. I did dual forms once on one half nail and threw it away and said never the fuck again. And here I am trying it again. So, because the only way that anything is ever going to work is if you want to make it better for yourself. You know? And if you don't want to make it better for yourself, you can't expect someone else to make it better for you. So I gotta make it better myself, you know? Alright, that one looks cool. I like that one. I think this one might be my favorite, actually. The strength is nice in there, too. So, great. Alright, so this time we're going to do the black at the bottom. Oh, hell. There we go. Good thing this one worked. Oh. Get off me. Oh, hell. It's sticking to my fingers, so better stick to this damn thing. It's taking me 4 hours to do a full set of this. What? Alright, I'm just making sure. Alright. So, I am going to stick this guy right there so I can stop getting myself sticky. Alright, so we're doing black, right? And we're doing black on the bottom. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but we're just going to do it. So, I think what I'm going to do is just add the colors at the top, add the black, and swirl this part and this part, and it'll be like a French tip, but black. And all the rest of the colors, you know? Alright, we're going to start with this green. But this time, I'm going to swirl it with my little thing and see if I can't get a better swirl. Because I really, really like the swirl part of it. I don't know why, but I do. See, look, I have it all over. I bet you. Hi, Sunshine, love. I'm over here having meltdowns. But thanks for coming. Hi, Lizzie! Northern Lights next time? I can try it, yeah. I've done it before. It's been a minute, but I've done it. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I had to get this polygel off me. Alright. We're gonna put our purple. Oh my gosh, if I can get it. Okay. Alright, we're gonna do pink. And I'm just gonna push that down and do that, and then what colors do we need now? Let's do the orange. And then I'm just gonna shove that in there like so. Ooh, that one's pretty. Dude, that one actually looks really cute with those colors like that. Okay, that's green. I need yellow. Okay, I'm gonna add this yellow. Alright, we're only going down that far, so I'm going to take this little stick. Okay. Alright, one thing you want though, like I said, you want to make, that kind of looks like princess colors. Alright. We're going to take that off, and then we're going to add our black. Alright. Oh, yeah. Alright, so the bottom half is just going to have to be swirled in. Okay? I don't know how this is going to go, but we're going to try it here. So we're going to swirl this. Alright. What you don't want okay, because you don't want just one color with a line. You want it all to look swirly, right? So we're going to pull this up, pat that in, right? And then we're going to pull down. Now, I'm going to take and force this a little bit out. Okay. That looks cool as shit, though. Okay. Now let's add this black. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add more of this SXC into it because it's too stringy. Hi, Tammy. You're good, love. I understand. Alright, so we're going to take this and I'm going to try to push it up with these freaking nails. Oh, holy hell. Crying out loud, y'all. Alright, I'm going to set this down. Ah! We're just going to swirl it and see what happens. I'm just going to pick it up. I think it just needs to be, you know, swirled together again. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to add it in there and we're going to go from there. Okay. Oh, hell. We're back. Oh my god. Hi. Can you see me? Let me know, guys. We're back. We're back. Are you here? Are you here? We are back, baby. Let's freaking do this shit. Thank you. Thank you. Yay! Hold on. I dropped my nail on the floor and then it stuck to the floor and then I was like, no! And then my hand got stuck in the black stuff and yeah, it's been a trying time, everybody. So, thanks for being here because I'm not gonna let this shit get to me. I've worked way too fucking hard. Alright. Let's freaking get back doing this. Okay? Alright, so all we have to do is go through and add our line and take the excess. So it's pretty much all we got to do is kind of focus this. So it's going to be a little bit more kind of goofy, but we're going to add our color up. Okay. I'm going to try to come down the middle because that's what we got to do. Right? And I'm going to take this guy and I have to go like this. We have to draw some of this black. Up into that color. So it looks like it's faded. Like that looks cool. Have a huge bubble right there. How nice. Alright. Now that that's kind of faded up like I need it to be, we're going to take our colors and we're just going to simply pull it down to fill that in. So all I'm going to take is take this down like so. Make it straight. And we want to make sure that structure's still there. So if you have anything like how mine is, where it's like really thinned out, then just make sure your structure is good enough, you know? But you want that like, that ombre to be a little bit more better at bringing that color up and back down. And then pat in. It's gonna look like it's clear, but it's just because of the color. Alright, well, we ombre'd the best we could. Now I need to take that bubble out of the middle here. Yep. Look how big that bubble is right there. So, I'm gonna stick this on and... Alright. So sometimes when you, like in the middle, when you have like these colors, if you don't fill it in and they're kind of going like this, then it doesn't actually fill it down in the actual thing, if that makes sense. So I think I got the majority of it. Alright, that's it. I'm not gonna mess with it no more. Okay. Alright, we're gonna pat all this up, put this in the middle, flatten this out. Right? Bring that down. Then we're gonna flatten this out even more. So, I don't know if you can see that, but right there was where that bubble was. And right here, we have another one popping up. The bubbles will rise to the surface too. Just so you guys know. But, okay, we're going to create that line. I have a lot right here, so... So, just the tip's going to be black, but that's okay. I don't mind. Just want to make sure I get that excess out. If we can get that excess out, then we'll be good. And then I can just kind of push that. Okay. Because like I said, if you don't flatten these out, they're going to look weird, and then you're going to have to file them anyway. And if you don't file them right, then they're still going to look even weirder. But we got the black at the bottom, so I did what I thought I could here. So just know, this is only my second time doing this, and it's on my non-dominant hand, so take that with what you will, but... Okay. We're gonna move that guy. Now I gotta remember how I did this the last time. Hi, everybody. Hi, hi. Alright. So I'm gonna do the same thing, and we're gonna slide it up. But we slid it up, right? So we're gonna take this, make sure she's straight. Yeah, see how easy that was? Hi, Cecile. Alright, so I'm gonna make sure that the top of this goes the way we need it to go, and then we can do the bottom. I mean, it's okay. It's not the best, but the blend's better than what it was, you know? I was really struggling. But I definitely wasn't going to allow that to stop me either, you know? Alright. We're going to take our brush. Woo! And we're going to go out the back here. Oh, shit. I didn't know it was going to do that. It's fine. Alright, we're going to clean the brush because I got to clean out that stuff underneath. For the most part, it didn't really get on my skin. So that's good. Just gonna push it up. Alright, well, I'm gonna put her in fully. And then we got them on, all we gotta do is file. Alright, upside down she goes. Holy shnikes, y'all. Shout out to everybody, and thank you for coming back. I'm gonna have to do such a clean on these, it's ridiculous. And I have a thing to go to at 3 o'clock, y'all. I only got a half hour to do this. I'm gonna clean them up. We're gonna do the thing, and then I'll probably have to come back tonight and do the rest of them. Which means, like, it's just the silver that's going to be on there. Or I can do it to where I file them on there with you guys, too. What do you want? What would you guys like? It's no worries, babe. I know people are busy. It's not a big deal. I appreciate you being here, all of you guys. Appreciate you guys lots. Sorry, I have my hand in the lamp for a full 90. I'm doing a full 90 with these dual forms. You want me to file it live? Okay. Okie dokie, you got it. Are you guys good with, because I have to clean all this up before I file, you know that, right? I need, like a little thing next to me where I can, like, kind of wash my hands. Okay. Thanks, Lorna. I will say that when it gets like that, I get so overwhelmed that I'm like, who's gonna want to watch this shit? But that's just me. Yeah. But I know when somebody's being, like, negative, I know I don't want to watch it all the time. So I get it. I kind of wish I had, like, big alcohol wipes. If that makes sense. Because I think the colors came out cool underneath. Look at that. Different here, and then they're super different up there. Isn't that cool? Hi, Ninja. I am so sticky. All I'm going to do is... Okay. Alright, we're going to move all this sticky shit. So everything gets thrown on my little tray. That way I can clean it up later. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw these down there so I can wash and clean them. And my stars also get washed and cleaned as well. Now, the only thing we're going to do right now is we're going to put the moons in here. And that's it. So, what I'm going to do is we're going to take this guy off with my tweezers. And then we're going to add the moons and the stars in the back. I should be fine if I just add them with some base coat. Or not base coat, but I could add some top coat to the back. Never tried it before, but... Woo! So yeah, most of this will come off with my e-file and my regular file. But for the most part, this one right here is a little crooked, which I didn't realize, but if I just keep my hand straight, I mean, I guess it's a little crooked, but whatever. This one's crooked too, but I think for the general part of it, the glow is going to be crazy. But this finger kind of goes that way anyway. But, yeah. That's cool, though. I really like the look of this. Now, this one's a little bit different than all of these because I marbled it more than I did the other ones. So it's a little bit, tad bit different, but... Should I put the moons back there? I definitely am probably going to have to do... I would say... 2 or 3, possibly. Hi, Misty. How are you feeling, babe? My family-owned nail salon. I will hire you. Oh, thanks. Alrighty-dighty, y'all. So, we're going to add these little moons on here. I'm just going to use my no-wipe top coat and add a layer of this to the backs of the 3 in the middle. And then we will clean up this, and then I will file. My kidney is killing me. I don't know why, y'all. Crap. Cracky. Alright, all I gotta do is... Did you already leave?
Yeah.
Oh.
You're still alive?
I'm still live.
Holy
okay.
Jesus.
Yeah, holy Jesus me. I was having a moment, okay? And look, I just stuck my hand in that. I was having a moment, everybody. I was about to have a meltdown. So, alright, we're gonna stick the moons over here, and I'm about to cure all my polygel. That's not gonna be nice. Shh. Just shush it, okay? Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I didn't say anything.
You're staring at me!
You're standing here.
Alright, we're gonna move this guy. And I'm sorry, but I done wasted all that black. And... Ah! Alright, we got all that up. So... we have only 11 people in here.
Alright. That's because it started 3 hours ago.
Listen, Linda. Then my phone cut off. So then I had to plug it in and redo it.
Oh, Lord.
And then so everybody is still here though. And I'm so grateful. Will you do me a favor, Tony? Will you put these lids on this?
All of them?
Yeah.
Why are they all off?
Because I used them all at one time.
Doesn't matter?
Yeah, look at the cap. See, that one goes there. And then this one goes here. Hold on, guys. He's helping me clean. Aww. It's a little barbaric, but just throw them on there. I don't care.
Why is there more things than there are?
What do you mean? I used like how many different colors? How many different colors did I use?
Look, you have 3 lids and 4 bottles.
I told you. It's been like a freaking hurricane this live, okay? Yeah, I know, that's why. Hopefully, is it on the floor? Shit, I just dropped another one.
On the floor.
The Chronicles of Sugar. Oh, man. Alright. Well, that one's pink. That one right there. Or that's orange, I'm sorry.
That doesn't look like pink.
Just laugh, y'all. Just laugh. Alright, moons and stars. Top coat.
I don't think those are right. Oh, yeah, it is right.
Yeah.
That does not match.
It's because it's glow in the dark. Oh my god. I just got black all over my brand new nail. Okay. We're going to use this top coat, guys, because it's thin, but it works. I'm going to go inside. Like so, and I'm going to do it in the middle right here. This is the only side that should have top coat on it. I don't want top coat on the other side because if we use top coat on the other side, then it's going to take away the snake feature, and I don't want that. So, I'm going to try... Is this just hearts? Oh shit, that's just hearts in there. That glow in the dark? Nice. Okay. I will say, I need a cigarette, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Alright. Oh shit. That was a lot. I put it in this one, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. So we're going to take our moon. And a star. Then we'll do another moon. And then we're gonna drop them in and flatten them out. Like that. See? That looks cute. Alright, I'm gonna cure that. We're gonna lightly cure that, and then we're gonna go with the other ones. And so I'm gonna do 2 stars and then a moon, and then we're gonna alternate and do the rest. I can't wait to show the glow though. Alright, we're gonna do and like I'm not going all the way down because I just want them in the middle. Right? So this one's gonna have 2 small stars like this. And then a moon. And then another small star. Oh. Oh, hell. I don't think I've had this bad of a feeling or live in a long time. But now that I got the sticky part done over with, I'm happy. I got them on, so that's all that matters. You want to try to make them in the center as best you can. But if they're not in the center, that's okay. Alright, so we're going to do this one. I'm not going all the way down with it either. I'm just doing that side. So this time, we're going to go moon, star, moon. And then I'm going to use a bigger star. And then a moon. Okay. Last time, it only took me 2 hours. Now, I don't care if my moons are sideways, because I really like when my moons are different, you know? There we go. Alright, we're going to go ahead and cure those. Alright, what do you think, y'all? It was probably hard to see, but I'm going to turn off my light. Do you want to see it now, or... I know, girl. I wish I would have calmed down and thought about it more. Or, like, breathed a little bit more when I was actually putting on the other ones. If you put it on and slide it up and then push down, you'll be able to have a nice, good apex. Or cuticle. You want to see it now? Okay. Ah, they look so cool! Hee. Alright. I'm gonna take this sticky ass glove off of me. And I do not go anywhere, okay? Let me wash my hand real quick. Oh my god, you should see the glow! my lantern order, guys. You should see the glow in here. Holy shnikey. If you guys could be in the bathroom with me, that'd be great. Now get your heads out of the gutter. I didn't say anything, I promise. But I had to get that sticky off me, guys. But this is what they look like. Let me turn that off so that way I can show you the glow. Alright. I'm going to file these as best I can, and then we are going to be done for right now. Because my kidney is literally killing me. It's literally killing me, people. Alright, I'm going to throw this down, turn off my light. If I'm on here for like a really, how am I supposed to hit the button when I have long nails on? Alright, hold up. Whoa, look at those. I haven't even put them in the lamp yet. Imagine when I put them in the lamp. Okay. Ow! Okay, so I know you guys want me to file, and I love you guys so much, but my kidney is killing me. Like, I am in so much pain right now. Okay, ready? But I love you guys, and thank you for staying the whole freaking time. I can't thank you guys enough. Truly, I cannot. Whoa. Look how freaking bright. Look how much I still have all over me. The moons you can't see because it's green on green. I can see, but it's kind of hard to see. Look at that. The black is still glowing too. Look how it kind of reminds me of like the marble that's on like when you shave down one of those rocks and this is what comes through, but you would have black on top of it, you know what I mean? So I don't like this one, and I don't like this one. The other ones are cool though. The other ones are definitely cool. And then we have the backs. I think the backs are cool as hell too. Trying to get those. There we go. Like you can see the stars and the moons, but like in person you can, like if I take it over here I can see the stars and moons better. But so yeah, this is what they look like. I love you guys. D, I love you, girly, but I cannot file right now. I love you guys. So this is the non-dominant hand, which we have a lot of stuff we need to work on in terms... focus, will ya? We have a lot of stuff, well, I need to focus on. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this sucker off, this one. And I'm going to add a small one on there. And redo it with you guys. I mean, I could always put something right there. I just don't like the black. The black is just not my favorite. But I like these ones. Look at that. Focus phone. There we go. Look at the way that the color is. It looks like a painting, you know? But that is what they look like. And they're not loose either, which is a good thing. They're definitely not loose either. So we're going to be live tonight, and I'm going to do these tonight, and then that way, there we go. That's what they look like. We're going to go do these tonight, the rest of them, and then that way you can see what I'm doing. But we'll do the rhinestones at the top here and the filing. You know what? I'm just going to leave them like this because this was our first attempt, and Even though it might not look the greatest and it's crooked, at least it's something. At least, you know, we gotta honor the work that we did do. But, you know, we can always, like, do it over, but, yeah. But this is what they look like with the snake skin. Which you can't put top coat on, so we gotta leave them like this. So, non-dominant hand, but I like them. Just a little crooked. Today was a crooked day. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much for the donations and being here this entire 3.5 hours, almost 4 hours. I will be back again tonight. Let me get some rest and let me take some meds so that way the pain can go away. And then we'll be back later on tonight at 11:11. And if you can stay, great. If not, that's okay too. It'll be up there for whenever. Thank you to my mods. Thank you for all the donations, guys. And thank you for keeping me going as well. Well, this is what the back looks like. I like them. I think they're cool. But it was a meltdown day, but it was all good. Alright, I will see you later. Thank you for all the love and the encouragement. And I will see y'all later on the flip side. Toodaloo!